Hey boys and girls, Mr. Dunn here. I was out jogging and I noticed each time I came down this street I saw these poles, and I'm going to stop so it's not so jiggly, but you see how one's like an old-fashioned pole and one's a cement pole, and I started to look up at the top of the pole here, and there's a lot of wires, and at the very top you can see like a circular space age looking piece that's called an insulator, and that insulator keeps the wires from touching, and it keeps electricity from passing through it and onto another wire. You see things that look kind of rounded? There's a whole cluster of insulators up there, and that just got me thinking, because I have a brother-in-law. His name is Andy, and Andy collects these, and he collects old fashioned insulators, and I thought, wow, that's kind of a funny hobby. But then he told me when he was on one of our trips that he went to a antique shop and bought some insulators, and then when he went home he found out that each of the 5 insulators he had was worth $5,000. So what he did was he sold 3 of them and was able to finance a trip on a cruise with him and his wife from Michigan to the Bahamas. But all because he knew the value of an insulator. You and I, you can see my shadow there, isn't that cool? The Shadow. I've been watching an old show called The Shadow. Anyway, he was talking about the value of insulators, and I didn't even give him that much attention. I got to watch backwards here because I'm losing my shadow. But do you know how to tell if something has value or not? I just found a coin a couple of weeks ago, and it was dated 1977. It was a quarter. Do you know how old a quarter made in 1977, or minted as they say in 1977, how old that quarter is? If you're the first one to give the answer at the schoolroom, Miss Dunn has a prize for you. How old is a quarter that's from 1977? Well, it's worth more than a quarter, I can tell you that right now. But that made me think of the year 1977. I know exactly where I was in 1970 playing basketball on a court at that time they called it junior high school. And guess what happened in 1977 in January? It started to snow on us. So it's fun to think of things in the past. It's fun to collect things that are old. It seems like when things are old, they increase in value. And so think about some of the things that you've collected. Think about some of the toys that you want to keep and give to your grandkids that may be worth a lot. But also give the right amount of value to the things that are in your life now. Your parents, your friends, your good health. And the more you think about the value of those things, the more happier and blessed you'll be. So until next Wednesday, this is Mr. Dunn signing off. Have a great day.